edge of night.
Faramir is not just another warrior, he's someone very special. Unlike many others in his world, he doesn't just use his strength to fight battles. He's wise, he's kind, and good at making tough choices. So today I'm going to look closely at Faramir and his moral integrity, especially in the face of the One Ring. His role as a visionary leader and scholar that's deeply connected to his Gondorian heritage, and those compassionate decisions that he makes during those moments of crisis. So let us find out what makes Faramir, with his blend of strength and gentleness, not just a great hero of his time, but a timeless figure of inspiration and admiration.
Build me an army worthy of Mordor.
Within The Lord of the Rings, Faramir of Gondor distinguishes himself not through martial prowess or the pursuit of power, but through his remarkable restraint and moral integrity. If we just look at his treatment of Gollum, it is marked with empathy, it is marked with respect, and this vividly contrasts with how many others would act in an aggressive way during those times of war. This restraint is a defining feature of Faramir's character, setting him apart within the narrative. While many in Middle-earth are drawn to power or driven by desperation, Faramir maintains a level of self-control and ethical clarity that is rare and admirable. This is notably encapsulated in a pivotal moment in The Lord of the Rings, where he resists the allure of the One Ring, a test that many others fail. If we look at his words from this moment here. "But fear no more, I would not take this thing if it lay by the highway. Not were Minas Tirith fallen in ruin, and I alone could save her. So, using the weapon of the Dark Lord for her good and my glory. No, I do not wish for such triumphs, Frodo, son of Drogo." You can see how it highlights his commitment to a greater good that transcends personal glory or gain. Tolkien's portrayal of Faramir underscores the theme of integrity and moral fortitude, even in the face of overwhelming challenges. His character exemplifies the strength found in wisdom and the courage of ethical conviction, serving as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the power of restraint in a world besieged by the shadows of greed and conflict.
Captain Faramir, you have shown your quality, sir. The very highest.
Faramir emerges not just as a leader, but as a visionary and as a scholar, being uniquely suited to guide his people through times of not just war but of peace as well. Finding a leader who is good at both is really rare. His character, which is defined by profound intellectual curiosity and also his deep understanding of the lore of Middle-earth, shapes him into that leader of incredible depth and wisdom. Unlike his brother Boromir, whose tragic narrative is intertwined with the ring's temptation, Faramir exhibits a deep understanding of its corrupting influence. He perceives the ring not merely as an object of power, but as a force that can consume one's will and humanity. This perspective demonstrates a wisdom that is crucial to his role and decisions throughout the story. Again, unlike Boromir, whose valor and martial prowess are legendary, Faramir embodies a rare blend of empathy, strategic foresight, and scholarly insight. Tolkien describes him as a captain worthy of following, highlighting his capacity for thoughtful leadership that extends beyond the battlefield. This contrast between the brothers is pivotal, illustrating Faramir's distinct approach to challenges, marked by a keen understanding of the broader implications of war and peace. Faramir's frequent visits to the archives of Minas Tirith underscore his dedication to learning. Immersing himself in ancient texts, he cultivated a strong connection to Gondor's rich heritage. His interactions with Gandalf, also known as Mithrandir to those in the south, were more than just meetings. They were exchanges of wisdom that deepened his knowledge of Middle-earth's history and its current threats. He stands in contrast not just to his brother, but also to his father, Denethor. Denethor's characterization in Tolkien's narrative is complex. He is a wise man, yet one whose despair and obsession with the Palantir lead him down a path of increasing hopelessness and skewed judgment. This despair, fueled by the deceptive visions shown by Sauron, blinds him to Faramir's true worth and clouds his decision-making. Faramir's relationship with Denethor is marked by a lack of recognition and favouritism towards Boromir. Despite this, Faramir remains loyal and steadfast, his actions driven by an unwavering love for Gondor and a commitment to what he believes is right. This dynamic between Faramir and his father adds depth to Faramir's character, highlighting his resilience in the face of familial and political challenges, and underscoring the contrast between his moral fortitude and his father's tragic fall to despair. In addition to his scholarly pursuits, Faramir's prowess as a military leader is a significant facet of his character that really does deserve attention too. His strategic acumen and bravery are prominently displayed during the defense of Osgiliath as a good example. In The Lord of the Rings, Faramir leads the defense of this key city against overwhelming odds, demonstrating not only his courage, but also his keen understanding of military tactics. His leadership during this critical battle shows his ability to make swift decisions and inspire his men in the face of dire circumstances. This episode in the story underscores Faramir's role as a capable military leader, balancing his intellectual wisdom with practical battlefield expertise. Faramir's ability to lead effectively under pressure and his dedication to protecting Gondor from Sauron's forces are key elements that define his character, and that of as a true leader of men, one who inspires both respect and loyalty from those he commands. His multifaceted leadership, combining a deep knowledge of lore with practical military skills, truly sets him apart as a special figure in Tolkien's world. And if we move forward in time now to after the War of the Ring, Faramir's stewardship under Aragorn the King's reign marks a transition towards a new era for Gondor. His escape from the tragic fate set by his father and his subsequent role as steward signify the dawn of an age where wisdom, empathy, and a deep respect for the past are crucial to governance. Faramir's philosophy is clearly expressed in his conversation with Frodo, where he says, "I do not love the bright sword for its sharpness, nor the arrow for its swiftness, nor the warrior for his glory. I love only that which they defend." This really highlights his preference for peace and understanding over conflict and aggression. In Faramir, Tolkien presents a character whose strength lies not just in his ability to lead in battle, but in his profound understanding of history, his deep empathy for others, and his commitment to preserving the beauty and wisdom of his land. His unique blend of scholarly knowledge and empathetic leadership makes him a notable and enduring character who is a truly special one. Doesn't this look awesome? I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the Dragon Workshop. They were amazing in sending us this Guard of the Fountain Court helm. It is just incredible. The size is lovely. The quality is incredible. It just looks so good. If you're interested in getting anything like these for display pieces or even to wear, I can't recommend them enough. I really felt like they just deserved a shout out because, like I said, everything about this is just quality. So please, if you're interested at all, head over to their Instagram or any of the other links that I put in the description below. The Dragon Workshop, incredible stuff. But now, let's get... Faramir's character is deeply influenced by his heritage, by his familial bonds, and this paints a portrait of a man who is both grounded and extraordinary. So I thought it would be good to dive a little bit deeper now into how Faramir's family really moulded the man that he became. Born as the younger son of Denethor, the steward of Gondor, Faramir grew up under the significant legacy of his forebears. Gandalf saw in him the true qualities of the men of Westeros, marking him as an individual of profound depth and potential. This connection to a lineage known for its nobility and wisdom is reflected in Faramir's inherent sense of justice and his ability to see beyond immediate gain, as seen in his interactions with Frodo and his rejection of the One Ring that we looked at earlier. Faramir's relationship with his brother Boromir was one of deep mutual respect. Despite their 5-year age difference, Faramir admired Boromir's valour and strength, drawing inspiration from his elder brother's courage. This bond influenced Faramir's sense of duty and honour, as he consistently upheld these values even when Boromir succumbed to the ring's temptation. Faramir's ability to resist the ring where Boromir failed can partly be attributed to his admiration of his brother's strengths, while being acutely aware of his flaws as well. The untimely death of their mother too, Finduilas, had a profound impact on Faramir. This loss during his formative years instilled in him an empathy that contrasted with the more martial disposition of Boromir and the stern nature of their father Denethor. Such empathy is evident in Faramir's treatment of Gollum and his understanding and compassionate approach to Frodo's burden, showcasing a leadership style that is inclusive and humane. Though trained in the arts of war, Faramir's true strength lay in the contemplative nature of his ability to empathise, which set him apart from his more warrior-like brother and father. This divergence in character and an approach to life and duty underscored the uniqueness of Faramir's path in Gondor's history. His choice during the war, especially his decision making during those critical moments, like I mentioned, the defence of Osgiliath, reflect a balance between tactical acumen and a deep-rooted sense of morality shaped by his family's legacy. The bond between the two brothers was free from rivalry, a testament to their shared upbringing and Boromir's protective nature towards Faramir. Their physical resemblance, dark hair and eyes, belied their distinct personalities and destinies. This familial connection further influenced Faramir's perspective on duty and sacrifice, as he sought to honour his brother's memory and fulfil his responsibilities to Gondor with integrity and compassion. Faramir's journey from the son of a proud steward to a thoughtful leader reflects the intricate weave of his Númenórean heritage and Gondor's martial tradition. His character is a blend of wisdom and strength, a testament to the power of empathy and thoughtful leadership in a world often dominated by the might of the sword and the allure of power.
Good speech. Nice and short.
Leaves more time for drinking.
Faramir's defining moments are marked by his steadfast compassion and his wise leadership, especially when you look at the cases of when he's in Osgiliath or his interactions with Frodo and Sam. These instances collectively showcase Faramir's depth of character, empathy, and foresight. If we step back to something we looked at earlier, Faramir's encounter with Frodo and Sam in Ithilien brought a significant moment from his prophetic dream to life. Leading his men bravely against the Haradrim, Faramir demonstrated not only his tactical skill but also his inherent wisdom. His insightful conversation with Frodo about the One Ring, where he, as I said earlier, declared, "Fear no more, I would not take this thing if it lay by the highway," reflects his strong moral principles and understanding of the greater threats they faced. This integrity extends to his decision at the Forbidden Pool, where, respecting Frodo's plea, Faramir chooses to spare Gollum's life, going against the harsher laws of his land. His choice to aid Frodo and Sam defying his father further underscores his ability to prioritise the greater good over immediate power and obedience, a trait that sets him apart as a leader of rare empathy and wisdom. Moreover, Faramir's depth of character is further illuminated in his tender and understanding relationship with Éowyn. Towards the end of The Lord of the Rings, Faramir's interactions with Éowyn in the Houses of Helin offer a poignant glimpse into his empathetic nature. Recognising her despair and her need for a purpose beyond the confines of traditional roles, Faramir shows patience and compassion. He does not rush her healing process, but offers companionship and understanding, saying, "I do not press you to leave your healing in the hands of others," acknowledging her autonomy and respecting her journey. This interaction underscores Faramir's ability to connect deeply with others, seeing beyond their exterior to the turmoil within and offering solace. Their growing bond, marked by a mutual respect and a shared sense of loss and recovery, exemplifies Faramir's ability to nurture and inspire hope in others. Faramir's proposal to Éowyn, where he says, "But I also am a steward, did you not know?" subtly implies his role not just as a steward of Gondor, but as a caretaker of hearts, including his own. This aspect of his character adds another layer to his leadership qualities, showing that true strength often lies in the gentleness and emotional intelligence one can give. If we now actually step back again for a moment, we look at a critical juncture which followed the shared prophetic dream he had with Boromir, foretelling dark times in a quest involving a broken sword in Rivendell. This dream, as described in the Fellowship of the Ring, sparked a series of events leading to Boromir's fateful journey and untimely demise. Faramir, upon discovering his brother's body on the banks of the River Anduin, faced not only a profound personal loss, but also a turning point in his life. This moment marked the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, thrusting Faramir into a role of increased responsibility and challenge. Faramir's character, thus tested and refined by these defining moments, emerges as a beacon of wise and compassionate leadership in all of Tolkien's world. His reactions to critical events like the Battle of Osgiliath, to his interactions with the hobbits, and the handling of the news of Boromir's departure paint a portrait of a man deeply committed to the values of mercy, foresight, and the greater good. This combination of empathy, integrity, and the strategic acumen firmly establishes Faramir as a special and admirable character in the realm of Middle-earth. I know this video today is about how special Faramir is, but I did also want to take a quick moment to look at how he was adapted for the movies. In the Lord of the Rings trilogy, he isn't the same Faramir, he was changed. When comparing him to Tolkien's original narrative, it offers a fascinating look at how character adaptations can vary between book and screen. The screenwriter Philippa Boyens faced the challenge of conveying the One Ring's corrupting power in the films. This was a difficult challenge, and this led to a key change. Unlike the book, where Faramir instantly resists the ring, the film shows him briefly tempted, simply to emphasise the ring's danger, but this does almost do a disservice to Faramir. This alteration reflects the different demands of film as a medium. In Tolkien's narrative, Faramir's resilience against the ring's allure is a testament to his mental strength, yet, in the fast-paced world of cinema, this immediate rejection could lose its impact on viewers who have much less time to delve into his character. If you want to think of something completely different as a comparison, consider the Council of Elrond. In the book, it is a detailed, lengthy event, but the film condenses it for time and pacing. Similarly, the film omits scenes like the encounter with Tom Bombadil, indicating the need for consciousness in movies. The decision to adjust Faramir's character was likely influenced by these kind of constraints, whether at the end of the day you think that was for right or wrong. The film adaptation thus presents a different dimension to Faramir's character, one shaped by the medium's limitations. It is an interesting case for fans, sparking discussions about the nature of adaptations and the interpretive variations that they bring. Faramir's character in the films invites audiences to explore how different portrayals can influence our perceptions of his role in Tolkien's world. Some people are going to like the change, some people are going to hate it, and some people couldn't care either way. It's just one of those things that sometimes has to happen, so long as it is done in a respectful way. So there we have it. It really is clear how Faramir's depth of character sets him apart from so many others in Middle-earth. His moral integrity, which we see very clearly in his rejection of the One Ring, exemplifies his wisdom and his ethical fortitude. Unlike his brother Boromir or his father Denethor, Faramir combines scholarly insight with empathetic leadership, defining his unique role in the rule of Gondor. His upbringing, marked by both personal loss and the legacy of Númenor, shapes him into a compassionate and thoughtful leader. His actions during pivotal moments, whether in battle or in interactions with other characters, showcase his empathy and strategic mind. Faramir's character stands as a beacon of hope, demonstrating that true heroism encompasses wisdom, kindness, and moral strength. Ultimately, Faramir emerges as a timeless figure in literature, embodying the power of integrity, compassion, and balanced leadership. So at the end of the day, you really get to see that Faramir's story goes beyond the confines of Middle-earth. You really get that essence of true heroism from him. And really, as this all comes to a close, I feel like it is pretty easy to see what makes Faramir so special. With that now though, it is time for my question of the day, which is, do you think Faramir's adaptation in the movies was great, acceptable, okay, or maybe it was just a disgrace? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions on that in the comment section down below. And now to shout out our patrons. You guys are continuing to support our short film The Guard. We are making good progress and I cannot thank you all enough. We of course have the Fire Demon tier member of Nashith and the Wizard Staff tier members of Andrew and Hunter. So finally, if you've managed to reach the end of this video today and you really enjoyed what you've seen, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button and getting that bell icon with all notifications ticked so that you will know when all future uploads go up. And so, thank you for spending just some of your time with me today, and I will see you next time on The Broken Sword. Also, just quickly at the end here, guys, I'd love to know from all of you, do you like the setup for this piece to camera part as part of the video as well, or would you prefer I just kept to the art only? Sometimes it's good just to try and mix things up a bit, so I'd love to know from all of you what you all think. Anyway, thank you for sticking around to the end today. I'll see you next time.